On January 17, 1961, Patrice Lumumba, the first elected Prime Minister of the former Belgian Congo, was brutally murdered. Following the Watergate scandal of the Nixon regime, a US Senate committee uncovered CIA plans to assassinate Lumumba as part of a broader strategy to support Joseph Mobutu, who would go on to rule the Congo for 3 decades and not be assassinated. The CIA, founded in the late 1940s, quickly gained a reputation for its covert operations aimed at neutralizing leaders and overthrowing governments the US perceived as threats to their interests. During the Cold War, the agency engaged in various subversive activities to prevent the spread of communism, often resulting in the overthrow or elimination of foreign leaders. This included targeting Lumumba, who was seen as dangerously close to Soviet influence. With a growing momentum for nationalization, collectivization, and general legal overhaul mostly targeted at the massive mineral wealth of the country, which would greatly benefit the Congolese people to the detriment of Congo's exploiters. The US swiftly aligned with the Congo's former colonizer, Belgium, to oppose Lumumba and what he stood for. On September 5, 1960, President Kasavubu dismissed Lumumba, a move backed by the CIA which had provided funding aimed at bolstering anti-Lumumba efforts. Despite Lumumba's attempts to secure UN protection, the CIA initiated direct assassination attempts as soon as he was dismissed, with the conspirators cooperating very closely with the CIA and their Belgian advisor friends to sell their country out to the US. Lumumba's capture and imprisonment was a coordinated effort between the CIA's support of Mobutu and Belgian-backed secessionists. He was taken to Thysville prison, where he was brutally treated, as you'd expect from the sadists at the CIA. Belgian advisors and Congolese authorities transferred Lumumba from Thysville prison to Katanga prison because they feared that his influence could spark unrest. The transfer sealed his fate, evidenced by the fact that when CIA Congo Station Chief Larry Devlin learned of the transfer, he said of Lumumba that his goose was cooked. Yet another stupid Americanism. Besides his influence, which moving him might contain, the only way to keep him from returning to power, their real fear, was to kill him. In 1975, the US Senate's United States Senate Select Committee to study governmental operations with respect to intelligence activities, a dogshit fucking name, better known by its nickname the Church Committee, named after the senator, the head of the committee, opened an investigation which publicly concluded that while the CIA took steps towards assassinating Lumumba, it was ultimately his Congolese rivals who executed him. I said publicly because the investigation's actual conclusion and evidence showed the CIA's deep entanglement in Lumumba's murder, contradicting the original public statement of passive involvement. They tripped and fell into a coup, is what they're trying to imply. Statements from key figures involved and declassified documents highlight the US government's direct responsibility in Lumumba's murder. Lumumba's assassination is an excellent example of the US's insecure need to intervene in the politics of other nations to the point of murder, all for the interests of their foreign policy, which is guided by capital.